Thank you for staying with us on the Joy News Prime. Hello, I'm Gary Al Smith, and it's time for the sport. We were getting ready to give you reactions to the Black Satellites and how they didn't qualify for the World Cup. However, in the last 20 minutes, there's been a breaking news story, and it is that the Ghana Football Association Normalization Committee have finally, once and for all, cancelled the competition that was supposed to kickstart Ghana football. You will recall that the competition was supposed to start in January and then was postponed 2 different times. The final date given for the expected start was on the 16th. That would have been this weekend. However, today it is not going to happen. What we know is that, and as we've reported in the last couple of weeks, the Premier League clubs had been on different sides of the argument with the normalization committee in terms of how much was supposed to be given and also the format of the competition. They had been given a deadline of today to agree to the modalities of the competition. We understand that all Premier League clubs said no. On the line is a spokesperson, but first of all, let's see the statement that the normalization committee have put forward. It's a charged statement, it's emotional, and it sounds very angry indeed. So this is the story from myjoyonline.com. It says the GFA Normalization Committee has cancelled the proposed special competition aimed at engaging Ghanaian clubs while the reformation of Ghana football takes shape. Let's move on and let me highlight a couple of interesting paragraphs as well. The paragraph that interests me, yes, is this one. It says, the clubs said they were hemorrhaging with debt and their players were getting rusty. The NC heard their appeal and put together a tournament that was designed to make the game beautiful and encourage fans to go to venue centers and also watch on television. There were arrangements to pay better fees to referees, budget for media hype to generate interest, and a call of young volunteers to help generate interest in young people in football. Additionally, plans had been put in place to telecast the matches to bring football to the doorstep of the people. Unfortunately, because of the bad image, no company was willing to align its brand with Ghana football, and hence no sponsorship was secured. We then had to appeal to the government to come to the rescue of the sad situation of Ghana football. The government heard our plea and advanced $1.2 million, not just to restart football, but to train refs and also look at women's football and girls football. When we got the money, the Premier League clubs opposed the format of the competition. We bent to accommodate some of their concerns to come up with the final tournament structure that everybody agreed. Anytime the game was about starting, there was a hiccup from the Premier League clubs and the tournament never started. The normalization committee has come to a point where the truth must be told and the right things be done to save Ghana football, which is a great asset to the people of Ghana, even though it has private sector coloration. Let's go down to the last paragraph, which also interests me as well. Now, this is the last paragraph. It says, we will come up with a new program to keep them engaged while we reform Ghana football. And this is the damning part. We want to assure the people of Ghana that Ghana football will be normalized and we will not allow the inherent greatness of our football to die on the altar of selfishness, greed, and braggadocio. And it's signed by Dan Kweku Yeboah, spokesperson of the GFA Normalization Committee. This statement is in boxing parlance, one full of punches indeed, and there's no holds barred. It accuses the Premier League clubs of several things like I've read. Let's go to a spokesperson of the Premier League clubs to get an idea of what their reaction will be. Eric Aligedede, thank you very much for joining us on the Joy News Prime.
Thanks, Gary.
Right, you saw the statement. It punches the Premier League clubs and the head, the stomach, and at the feet. What's your reaction?
Well, we are not. Let me first of all say a very good evening to Ghanaians and then your listeners. And the statement sounds funny, but on a more serious note, we are not going to go on that tangent with them. We are telling discerning Ghanaians to just compare the reasons why. We are telling discerning Ghanaians that, look, just listen to the reasons that the NC is giving for cancelling the competition. Simple reason. We asked them to give us the budget breakdown for the competition. And they are upset with this. This is what has called for these harsh words being used, selfishness, greed, braggadocio, whatever. It's totally uncalled for, Gary, if you ask me.
Now,
honestly, we are not ready to go on that tangent with it.
Yeah, but you see, you say you are not ready to go on that tangent, but the normalization committee are going there. And in as much as this is a statement that they have written, you have to agree with me, Eric, that this is also a war of the public image. Because once I posted this on our social media pages, I had a lot of people saying that and accusing the Premier League clubs of trying to sabotage the efforts of the normalization committee. What do you have to say?
That is, once again, totally untrue. It is false. The reason being that if there is one category group of people who really want to see the normalization committee succeed and leave the scene ASAP, it is the football clubs. Why? Because the longer they stay, the longer we are not even playing football. So why would we even want in the first place to sabotage their efforts? Look, Gary, let's look at the issues they have raised, one after the other. They have moved from day one when they decided to put this competition together. You cannot, in the first place, put 64 clubs together and say that, look, play in the competition, that 32, no, half of those clubs would advance to the next stage, and then the other 32 would play in the Tier 2 competition. That would choose representatives to African club competitions, i.e. the Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup. Division 1 league clubs have no slot. They have no business to participate in any CAF Champions League tournament anywhere. It's very clear. So if you go and put up a competition, that is putting Premier League clubs and Division 1 league clubs together to get a winner to play in the CAF Champions League. It means, first of all, you don't know what you are doing. They move. When we came back and drew their attention to the fact that the format of the competition is wrong, can you kindly change the format and put only Premier League clubs in Tier 1 and get Division 1 league clubs in Tier 2? So that going forward, while some drop from the Premier League club, they will join those in Tier 2, which comprises of the Division 1 league clubs. Then we'll have another competition that will get a winner to the CAF competition.
Okay, Eric.
And then the Champions League.
Eric.
And came back.
Hello, Eric.
Yes, Gary.
Yes, I think your point is well made. You are at variance with the normalization committee, and we'd like to thank you for your time. But this discussion is just about starting. Eric Aligede is the spokesperson of the Premier League clubs who are clearly at loggerheads with the normalization committee on this matter. And that's the sport for now. But please join us on the football show, 10:30. Hans Mensah Ando will have 30 whole minutes to delve into this issue, and we will be looking at it holistically. I'm Gary Al Smith, and that's the sport for now.